This is Marc Marizzaldi, head baseball coach at Seton Hill University, and I'm here to talk about game simulation drills for our hitters in practice. The basis of this video is for us to try to get as close to game-like conditions for our hitters as possible in practice, and we're going to illustrate that by showing the difference between hitting off a pitching machine compared to regular batting practice being thrown by a coach, and comparing that to regular underhand front toss from a coach. Our ultimate goal here is to create planes of pitches that are similar to what we're going to see in a live game situation. First of all, off of a pitching machine, we've set up a tee here to simulate the plane of the pitch, which you can see by the yellow string. We have the machine set up to basically replicate the exact release point from a pitcher who is about 6'3" tall, left-handed pitcher. The ball is going to come out of his hand, the same exact spot where that machine is. So that yellow string simulates the plane of the pitch. This is another view to see the straight line that the ball will take out of the pitching machine and where it will end up. This is a fastball away from what would be a right-handed pitcher. Here's another view to see how that ball is coming in out of that right-handed pitcher's hand and the plane of the pitch that it's creating for a fastball on the outside corner to a right-handed hitter. Again, just another visual to replicate a fastball out of a right-handed pitcher's hand and how that lines up with a fastball right out of the machine. This is another view how a lefty would throw a fastball away to a left-handed hitter and how that is replicated by the plane of the pitch out of a three-wheel machine. This is another view from home plate. This would be a left-handed pitcher on a left-handed batter. Another view from a right-handed pitcher creating a plane of the pitch on a right-handed hitter. And now here's a really good view. You'll see the plane of the pitch coming out of the pitching machine and how that lines up with the release point of a right-handed hitter. That yellow line is the line that is going to replicate the plane of the pitch that you'll see in a game-like situation. Another side view of that, and how the ball flight out of a machine lines up with the release point of a right-handed pitcher. And now we start to show a comparison. We have the yellow string that simulates the plane of the pitch out of a pitching machine, which we saw is very realistic coming out of a right-handed pitcher's hand. Now we are showing the pink string, which simulates the plane of the pitch that you'll see in typical batting practice. We have our batting practice pitcher here approximately 32 to 35 feet from home plate. And that is the plane of the pitch that he's creating. And as you can see, the plane of that batting practice pitch does not line up with a realistic plane of the pitch that we've created out of the pitching machine. This is another side view. The yellow string simulates a realistic fastball from a right-handed pitcher that's coming out of the pitching machine. That plane of the pitch that you'd see in a live game situation does not correlate to what we're seeing in batting practice. So the theory here is we are creating a much steeper plane of the pitch when we're throwing 30 to 35 foot batting practice on flat ground compared to what we can replicate with a pitching machine, which is realistic plane of the pitch out of a right-handed pitcher's hand from 60 feet. Take this a couple of steps further. The other common thing that we do with hitters is underhand front toss. We showed how batting practice creates a much too steep plane of the pitch that's unrealistic to game-like. And now with underhand front toss, we're creating a much flatter plane of the pitch, which is not realistic and does not match up with what we really create from a pitching machine. This is another view to show this is the plane of the pitch that we create out of a pitching machine that matches up with a true game-like. And this is where a ball's coming out of our hand on underhand front toss. So we're creating a much flatter pitch, which as a hitter, if you truly believe that you want to get on the plane of the pitch as a hitter in order to match up your swing plane with the pitch plane, by creating flatter planes of the pitch with underhand front toss, you're going to change your bat angle and change to a flatter swing. With overhand batting practice, you're creating a steeper angle, which is going to cause a hitter, if he's trying to get on the plane of the pitch, to create a much more uphill swing. So ideally, we want to create a plane to our swing that matches up with a realistic plane of the pitch that you're going to see in a game-like situation. We believe that a pitching machine is the best way to create that realistic plane of pitches that you'll see in a game. Another view, and one view that we actually believe does work for hitters, we like to have seated overhand toss rather than standing underhand toss. This is a 6'2" assistant coach here. That's his normal release point where he sits and gives overhand front toss, and you can see where that ball is coming out of his hand. It is actually on the same plane of the pitch that hitters train out of the machine. This is just another full view. The yellow string simulates the plane of the pitch out of a pitching machine, and we believe this is the best way to train hitters, that they will see a similar plane of the pitch in practice than they will in the game. Seated front toss, in our opinion, would trump standing overhand batting practice and also standing underhand front toss. We want our hitters to see a ball out of a hand that is close to the plane of the pitch as you will see in a game. We believe seated front toss overhand is the best way to do that. This is Marc Marizzaldi from Seton Hill University. You just saw game simulation drills for hitters, and I hope that you check out one of my next videos, which is going to be a daily menu of drills for catchers.